I'd even be thinking about having like a bot that only does that, kind of like a Michael Burry style. I've been thinking about making a bot that basically just like shorts Palantir and shorts some of these like really high flying names. They're companies I actually love. I think Palantir is a great company, but the valuation, oh my goodness. We'll say, what are the most highly valued companies right now based on price to sales, right? That are large cap on the SP 500 or NASDAQ, right? So, what are the most expensive companies right now? And I specifically, I'm looking at price to sales. And the reason why I'm doing that is because a lot of times you can value a company based on price to earnings. But the problem with price to earnings valuation is that some companies, they don't have big earnings, right? So, for example, if you were to value an Amazon using price to earnings ratio over a longer time period, you would not have gotten a very good result because it would have looked always very, very expensive to you. But if you're looking at it on a price to sales ratio, it looks different. And the reason why is because Amazon, for the longest time, would simply reinvest their money. They on purpose kept their earnings low or even negative in some cases because they just want to keep reinvesting into the company. So it made their earnings look very small, even though their sales were jumping like crazy, right? So that's why I kind of like the valuation of price to sales rather than just looking at price to earnings. I think it gives you a little bit more of a clear picture. And I actually did this analysis on Palantir versus Google versus Apple versus some of these other ones, and we put together a little table. We'll see if we could get that to show up here. And there were a couple companies that are like, you know what, they're great companies, but do I really want to own something like, for example, Palantir? I think it was 100 times sales. Like that was just absolutely ridiculous, right? Let's take a look at this here. So Palantir, right at the top of the list, right? This is Michael Burry. He was actually talking about shorting this company, and I kind of agree with him, right?